Myself Rohini Badane welcomes you all. In this session we are going to see introduction to Java programming. In this session we are going to see some basic syntactical constructs in Java. The very first we are going to see some features of Java, why Java is so most popular language. The first feature of Java is a easily compiled and interpreted language. It's platform independent and portable. After compilation of programs, we are getting bytecode which is compatible with each and every platform. That's why Java is platform independent language, portable language. It's an object oriented language. It's robust and secure as it is strongly typed language which is robust and secure language. It's a dynamic language. It's a distributed language as we are using for networking purpose also. It's a small and simple and familiar language, and the main feature of Java one more is it's a multi-threaded. That program is divided into small threads which are running concurrently. So these are the different Java features. Difference between Java and C++. Global variables are not present in Java. Use of goto is not observed. Pointers are not included. Memory allocation functions are not present here. Unsafe typecasting is not supported. Preprocessor directives are not present here. Separate header files are also not included as all the data, all the member functions are saved in packages. So these are the difference. Now we are going to see structure of Java program. In this Java program having some sections. The first section is documentation section. After that package statements, import statements, interface statements, class definition. So all these sections are optional. We may add this section as per the need of program. And the next mandatory section of Java program is main method class. In this class main method is included. The main method is public static void main method. This class, this method is mandatory as execution of Java program starts with main method and this main class. So this is the structure of Java program. Now we are going to see how this Java program is getting formed. Alphabets, digits, special symbols we are going to use. By using this we are going to derive constants, variables and keywords. With the help of constants, variables and keywords, instructions are written in Java program and number of instructions are going to form a single program, Java program. In Java, some tokens are defined. The tokens are keywords, identifiers, constants, separators and operators. So the first we are going to see keywords. Keywords are the words whose meaning is already defined by the compiler. There are total 52 keywords defined in Java such as abstract, boolean, break, byte, char, class, double, final, finally, try, catch. Like this 52 keywords are defined in Java. The next one is identifiers. Identifiers are the words which are used to identify name of variable or methods. We have to follow some rules for creating identifiers. They can only have alphabets, digits, underscore and $sign characters. They must not begin with digit. Digit can be placed anywhere except starting position. Uppercase and lowercase letters are different as Java is strongly typed language or case sensitive language. Uppercase and lowercase letters are different. They can be of any length. They must not be the keywords. So these are the rules that we are going to use while creating the identifiers. Similarly, some naming conventions are also given while defining the identifiers. First convention we are going to follow is name of all public methods and instance variables start with the lowercase letter. For example, calculate, display. Next one is when the name contains more than one word, the second and subsequent words are marked with leading uppercase character. For example, find average. This find average having two names, two words, that is find and average, and the second word average having the first letter leading character is uppercase, that is capital A. So this is the way we can declare the name as find average, is leap year, grand total. The next one is all private and local variables use only lowercase letters combined with underscores. Birth underscore day, total, average underscore marks. The next one is all class and interface names starts with an uppercase letter and each subsequent letter of the word with uppercase letter. For example, hello Java, H is uppercase, J is uppercase. The next one is variables that represent constant values use all the uppercase letters and underscores between the words. For example, max underscore marks, value of pi, grade. These are like symbolic constants in C and C++. So these are the some naming convention rules for defining the identifiers. The next we are going to see the constants. The constants is an entity whose value never changes. Types of constants. There are three types of constant: numeric, character, boolean. There are two types of numeric constant, that is integer and real. Character constants are of two types, character and strings. Some backslash character constants are here. First one is /n is for new line, /t for tab, /b for backspace, /r for carriage return, double slash form field, /single quote, /double quote. So these are the escape sequences, character constants. Now we are going to see some separators. The first separator is parenthesis. Parenthesis used to contain list of parameters in method definition and invocation. It is also used for defining precedence in expressions, containing expressions in control statements and surrounding cast types. The next separator is curly braces. It is used to contain the values of automatically initialized arrays, also used to define a block of code for classes, methods and local scopes. The next separator is square brackets. Square brackets used to declare array types, also used for dereferencing array values. The next separator is semicolon. It is used terminating the statement. The next separator is comma. Comma separates consecutive identifiers in a variable declaration, also used to change statements together inside a for loop statement. The next separator is dot or period. It is used to separate package names from sub-packages and classes. It is also used to separate a variable or method from a reference variable. Now we are going to see operators. It is an entity used to perform operations on operator. There are different types of operators. For example, there are types of operators. First type is arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, increment decrement operator, conditional operator, bitwise operator and special operator. So all these are the operators in Java. So now in this session we have seen features of Java, difference between C++ and Java, Java tokens. In these Java tokens we have seen keywords, identifiers, separators, operators, like this. So in this session we will end up session here. Now we will meet in next session. Thank you.